Barcelona have been humiliated by Atletico Madrid. When I tell you humiliated, I meant that in capital letters. Let's talk about it. Because I have been sitting here as a Barca fan myself thinking how to start this video. How do I want to talk about what we have just seen in the first leg of the Copa del Rey that Atletico Madrid have won 4-0, and those 4 goals, it came in the first half. I've been a Barca fan for many years, and I have never in my life seen Barcelona concede 4 goals in one half. Like, I am shocked, I feel bamboozled, I feel hoodwinked. But first, if this is your first time coming across my videos, I just need you to go down, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment for me for what you have seen from this game. We have to talk about it though. Hansi Flick's lineup was not it today. I know it's not going to be an easy game. I knew it. I knew the lineup for Hansi Flick, it was going to be challenging. We did not have Rafinha. Rafinha, who is the engine, the heart of our team, the one who leads the pressing. He's injured. Unfortunately, he was not ready for this game. And then suddenly yesterday we heard that Marcus Rashford has a knock on his knee and will not be available. So we knew it was always going to be a challenge to replace these two pivotal people. And then you come to the midfield where a lot of the good work that we tend to do is done, and we have no Pedri to partner with Frankie de Jong. It was mostly Frankie de Jong like you're carrying that midfield on his own. I knew that the lineup was going to be challenging, but I could have never predicted that it would have gone so awry. Of course, it was Joan Garcia in goal for Barcelona, and when I tell you he had a bad game, he started the nonsense for us, because what was that goal we considered? Eric Garcia's back pass, you were under no pressure. Zero, nobody was like, I don't get it. I do not get it. It was from that situation that we should have known that this was not a day that was going to favor us. That was the moment we should have known. Us Barca fans, us culés, that was immediately Joan Garcia misbehaved like that on the 7th minute of play. We should have known that this was going to be a very dicey situation. Alejandro Balde was in left back, and let me tell you, I didn't even know he was in the game, because for all the life of me, Giuliano Simeone was just running up and down that side. Giuliano Simeone was running. He had free reign over our left flank. Did we have a defender there? You could have fooled me. You really could have fooled me, because where is Alejandro Balde? Missing in action. When you come to the center back, it was Eric Garcia and Pau Kubasi. Eric Garcia picked up a red card. Did I think that was a red card? Absolutely not. I might be biased here, but at that point, I was even exhausted. I was like, what are you checking? Just give him the red card. Let's keep it pushing. Pau Kubasi did his big one. He worked hard. I would not allow any Pau Kubasi slander. He worked hard. Jules Koundé, I expected more from Ademola Lookman, to be fair, on Jules Koundé. And sometimes I did see Jules Koundé was just lost. But at the same time, with the form he has shown the last 3 weeks, I think he actually tried. Yes, Ademola Lookman did end up scoring and giving an assist, but for the nonsense that I was expecting, he actually tried. When we come in the midfield is where things started to go awry, because again, Barcelona's good work comes from the midfield. Marc Casado was just a passenger. In a game where you could not afford to be a passenger, this is what made it madness. Like, I have never in my life seen Hansi Flick need to make a first half substitution. You should know that that's how bad it was. Frankie de Jong was trying. He tried though. I will not allow any Frankie slander. He tried. Fermin Lopez, for the first half, he did hit the bar, but after that, where were you? Where were you? I could not know. I could not see. I could not feel your presence. Ferran Torres, Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, those are the people that completed Barcelona's forward line. And let me tell you, this match was played at neck break speed. Speed. 1 minute, Barcelona are having the ball. Next minute, Atletico Madrid are bearing down on goal. That's how fast it was. It's in moments like this that I said, I miss Pedri. Pedri controls the tempo. Pedri would have slowed it down, because Atletico Madrid players, they were feeding off the intensity that the fans brought to the Wanda Metropolitano. He was rocking. That first half, the stadium was rocking, and the players, they were sucking that energy, and they were running. I don't even think the Barcelona players could breathe, because 1 minute you are attacking, 1 minute you are defending. It was too quick, and I needed Pedri to come in and just slow it down. That ability to slow everything down was what we missed today. It was ridiculous. Joan Garcia, I understand you've never played a semi-finals before in your life, but let this not ever repeat itself, because you were under no pressure. It was comical. It was very laughable. But even then, I still had hope. I felt like, you know what? No problem. It's one goal. It's one goal. All we just have to do is settle down and play our game. And this is where the second half gimmick thing that we have been doing has come back to bite us. Because yes, you can get away with having a bad first half against smaller opposition, against some teams that that are not clinical. Atletico Madrid today, they were clinical. In that first half, I think they had 6 shots, 5 were on target and 4 was a goal. They were very, very clinical. So you cannot afford to do that second half gimmick thing against a team like this. Because we did not start that first half well at all. We were sleeping. Atletico Madrid, they were like, oh, y'all want to do that second half thing? Okay, watch this. Antoine Griezmann's goal again comes down from Giuliano Simeone. He has to be the man of the match. Giuliano Simeone was just running all helter-skelter on that our left-hand side. And yes, you can tell me, the high line was contributing to Atletico Madrid being able to bypass Barcelona. But hey, you are a defender, last. Defend. Puts a ball into the box. Antoine Griezmann, he's a very, very experienced, takes a very good shot, top roof. Barcelona are down 2-0. At this point, I'm still not worried because, all we need is one goal to kickstart, our remontada, and it's all good. It's all good. But again, we do exactly the same things. Like the 4 goals from Atletico Madrid today, you could watch them for, it's exactly the same things. We get bypassed, either right side, either left side. I think Giuliano Simeone was involved in all of them. Ademola Lookman had put the ball in the back of the net. It was ruled as an own goal for Eric Garcia anyway. He scores again. And at this point, you're like, what is going on? We have barely registered a shot on target at Atletico Madrid. Yes, for all the possessions that we did end up having, we just didn't create anything of substance with it. And even if you go to the end of the game now, match, you will see that Barcelona had 13 shots, 4 on target. Those 13 shots were nonsense. None of them materialized to like a actual, like we were going to create something that would trouble the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. Like they were at the very best half chances. So for all the things that we had in ours, it was just the possessions was giving pass to the side, pass to the side, pass to the back, pass to the side. We could not even play out of the back because Atletico Madrid's press was that intense. It was suffocating. The atmosphere was suffocating and the press was suffocating. We made sample mistakes. I could not recognize my team. That is the summary of it all. I could not recognize my team. Of course, Ademola Lookman scores, Julian Alvarez scores, but this match is not free of controversies because, like I said, we do play well in the second half. I don't know what Hansi Flick says to them at halftime. They come out, they usually play like they want to play. That's how it usually happens. And Hansi Flick will slap them in the locker room, then they wake up, then they come out. And so the second half, they did come out well. They come out, they came out rocking, and they got a goal. Kubasi was the one to get the goal for Barcelona in the 50-something minutes. And honestly, it took 10 minutes for them to find the offside. Yeah, that goal was legit. You can't convince me otherwise. It was a legit goal. It was a fucking legit goal. You cannot convince me. You just cannot. You cannot. You cannot. I've seen the pictures. I saw the replay. It took 10 minutes for you to find something, like make it make sense. No. Lewandowski was not offside. And even after Lewandowski, Kubasi was not offside. Kubasi was behind, yo. That was an opportunity for Simeone to be sent off. Yeah. He did put his studs very high up on Alejandro Balde's leg. That wasn't called. I don't know for what reason. It wasn't called. And I think that the period between that foul, the period also between the 10 minutes that they used to take the review of the Kubasi goal, it just drained all of Barcelona's momentum. It just did. And it was so unfair to the team because they were starting to put together some rhythms and some runs that, could have started our comeback. But it just took the life out of the game for us. And it's so unfair. But okay, no problem. Eric Garcia ends up getting a red card. And I might be biased, but I don't think that he should have gotten a red card. A yellow card would have sufficed. A yellow card would have sufficed. Yeah, it was a foul, a reckless foul, but a yellow card would have sufficed. Now, here's the thing that pissed me off though. Eric Garcia was laughing. Laughing about what? Like, I know that you laugh when you're upset. But this is not the time. I'm not in the mood. In fact, I don't feel like any of the Barca players were upset enough. I'm not in the mood. I am not in the mood to see your smiling faces. Why are you laughing with the Atletico Madrid players? All of them on the pitch, they were laughing with the Atletico Madrid players. You are 2-0 down, you are laughing with them, you are smiling with them, you are talking with them. Why are you talking to them? What are you talking about? Anyway, the match ends 4-0. Barcelona take it to the Camp Nou. Hansi Flick wants us to believe, to come out in full voice, to yell Visca Barca for the second leg. It's not yet over until it's over. But honestly, do I see a situation where Barcelona are not going to concede at the second leg in the Camp Nou? I don't. So now we are looking at a situation where we need to score at least 7. Because we have lost 4-0 today. So we need to at least score 4-0 unanswered at the Camp Nou to equalize and stand down. Then we now need to start talking about how we win. Do you see where I'm going with this? So if for every 1 goal that Atletico Madrid scores at the Camp Nou, we now need to score 5. Let's say they score 1, we still need to score 5. They score 2, we need to score 7. And I know that they will score. I just know it. It's what we do. We never make things easy. And with the way that Barcelona have been playing of late, when you look at the likes of Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, who are very adept at missing chances, do I see a match that we are going to score Atletico Madrid 7-2? I don't know. It's hard. It's giving 1% chance, 99% faith. You know, if you're a Barca fan, you know that quote. But at the same time, we have to ask ourselves, how often does lightning strike at the same place twice? I'll leave that with you. Let me know what you thought about this game in the comment section. I don't know if this was a very good review today. I just had to pour out my emotions because, you know, some days are like this. You know, some days you just have to release it. Because I could not recognize my team. I just really could not. But congratulations to Atletico Madrid. That was a fantastic display. I've never seen somebody play Barcelona the way you guys did today. It was sensational. If I was an Atleti fan, I would be proud. But I'm not an Atleti fan. So obviously this is what it is. I'll see you guys on the next one.